and I am your Saint Germain. And I come at this time to continue to assist you in knowing and understanding all that is taking place across the planet. Not only here in this country, the United States, but across the planet, because it is what happens here in this country, in this United States for America, that will determine the course of history throughout the planet. For what happens here will happen everywhere, as freedom reigns once again here in this country and throughout the planet. All of this is moving in that direction now, moving to bring about the great changeover. And all it takes, my friends, is raising the vibration more and more across the planet to more and more people within this great awakening that is occurring, even though you may not believe it is, because you look out at your loved ones and they seem quite asleep to you now. But that does not mean that they will remain in that way. For many of them are destined to become free within their minds and within their hearts. And even though it appears to be quite dark, as you have heard many times, there are those times where you have to move through the darkness to find the light within. And you are all doing that. And the more that you can maintain yourselves in a higher vibration, while all of those around you are finding themselves in lower vibrations because of fear that is spreading. But notice what is happening. Those of the forces of darkness are attempting to spread that fear, to hold that fear, to anchor that fear on the planet. But it is no longer working for the vast majority of the planet, of the people on the planet. They are not, what you would say, buying that anymore, because they are beginning to remember themselves, remember within themselves, not to the point that you all have, but they are beginning to feel something rising up within them, a new vibration rising within them. And it is triggering a conscious knowing change within them, so that they are no longer feeling that fear. The vibration being higher in so many places across the country is erasing the fear. And those of the forces of darkness are attempting to do what they have always done by continuing to send that fear out, to propagandize that fear. But it is falling on deaf ears and more people. For they will not be held by that fear any longer when they are feeling the love rising up within them. Love will always expand beyond the fear. Love will always conquer the fear. For where there is unconditional love, there can be no fear. And fear is part of the illusion here, the 3D illusion. But it has no place within the higher vibrational frequencies of the higher dimensions, where you are all moving toward more and more are finding yourselves in those higher vibrations and falling back less and less. Because as you look at what is occurring in that three-dimensional illusionary world, as I said earlier, you are no longer buying it. You are no longer buying the illusion. Because you know, as you look at it, it is the illusion. Now, if you think about this, 10 years or so ago, when we were saying this is all an illusion, many of you were saying to yourselves or to your friends and loved ones, how can this be an illusion? This is reality. You did not understand what we spoke of. But now, more and more of you do. More and more of the collective consciousness of this planet are beginning to understand that. And if it is indeed an illusion, which you have created, you as a collective you, just the same as a collective you can uncreate it. And you can create whatever reality you want to have. And that is indeed what you are all doing more and more, creating what you want in your life, whether it is a change in relationship or a change in environment or a change in job, whatever it might be. You are finding the power within yourselves, the I am consciousness within yourselves, to say no more. I will not be held back any longer by this third dimensional illusion. I will set myself free. And in setting myself free, in feeling the power within myself, I can now share that power outside of myself to others who are ready and willing and clamoring for the light to shine within themselves as well, even if they may not understand what that means at this point. They may not understand what the light is, other than sunlight or light from a lamppost or whatever it might be. But you all know what the light is. You all know. And since you all know that, you are able to spread that knowledge, that knowing, that truth of the light within all of us. I am Saint Germain, and I leave you now at this time in peace and love and the sharing of the violet flame to continue to purge out all the old programming that is no longer needed. For that is the programming that has led you into this illusion. And it will be the new programming that you provide that will lead you into the new vibration of the new life that you are moving toward. Peace and love be with all of you.